Hi guys, my name is Chris, and in today's video I'm going to show you some basic Linux commands that you need to know before using Linux terminal. So let's get started. So the first command I'm going to show you is the ls command. ls is for getting the contents of a directory, and if I type ls, as you can see, it outputted the contents of my current directory, which is testdir. I can also specify a directory for ls. I can do that by typing ls and the directory I want to list. For example, dir1, hit enter, and as you can see, it outputted the file contents of dir1. ls also has multiple modes. By default, it uses this mode, and you can see the modes, the multiple modes, by typing ls-help, and if you scroll up, as you can see, here are some modes. For example, -a, it lists all files, even the files starting with dot, and multiple others. For example, L. I can show you the -l. If I type ls-l, it shows me the directory as this list format. So that is useful because you can see the size of the files you have in the directory, and you can also see the permissions. So that's all for ls, and let's move to other commands like cd. cd is for changing your current directory. I can show you that by typing ls, and I have two directories, dir1 and dir2, and if I want to change, for example, to directory 1, I can type cd dir1, hit enter, and as you can see, my path here changed. And if I type pwd, it's print. Pwd is for getting the current path, and as you can see, I'm now in dir1, and I can type ls and see the file contents. And if I want to move back a directory, I can just type cd and dot, and as you can see, I'm now back one directory. So that's all for cd, and let's move to another command, and that other command is mv. mv is for moving and renaming files. And if I want to, for example, move file from directory 1 to directory 2, if I type ls dir1, as you can see, I have file C in directory 1, and if I want to move the file C to directory 2, I can just type mv dir1 / and the file I want to move. In my case, I want to move C, and now the destination dir2. Hit enter, ls, and if I type ls dir1, as you can see, it's no longer in dir1, and if I type ls dir2, and now you can see that I successfully moved the file C to directory 2. And if I want to rename the file, for example, if I want to rename file A to file, for example, D, I can just type mv A, the old file name, and the new D. Hit enter, ls, and as you can see, I rename the file to D. So that's all for mv, and let's move to other command like cp. cp is for copying files. I can show you that if I want to copy the file C I have now in directory 2, and I want to copy the file to directory 1, I can do that by typing cp, and now the dir2 and the file I want to copy, and now the destination dir1. Hit enter, and ls dir2, as you can see, the file C is still here, and if I type ls-dir1, now the file C is in dir1 also. So that's pretty much it for CP, and let's move to other command like get. Get as for getting the file contents. I can show that I have two files, B and D, and I will remove the D to A, MV DA, ls, and now I have file A and B. And if I want to get the contents of file A, I can just type get A, and as you can see, in the file A, it is hello world. So that's all for get, and let's move to other command like touch. Touch is for creating files, and if I want to, for example, create file C in here, I can just type touch C, enter, and if I type ls, as you can see, I created file C. Like if I get git C, it's empty because I didn't put anything there. So that's pretty much it for touch, and let's move to argument like rm. Rm is for removing, and when you remove files, be very careful because rm does not move the files to trash, so they are really gone. Not entirely gone, but you can't see them anymore in the trash. So I can, for example, if I want to remove the file C, I can type rm and file, hit enter, and as you can see, I remove the file C. So that's all for rm, and let's move to the last command today, and that is mkdir and rmdir. mkdir is for making directories, and if I type mkdir and for example dir3, hit enter, as you can see, I created a new directory called dir3, and if I want to remove that directory, I can just type rmdir and the name dir3, and as you can see, I removed that directory. And a little note, when rmdir only removes empty directories, so if I want to remove dir2, rmdir dir2 is going to throw an error because the directory is not empty, because we have file called C in there. So that's all. I thank you for watching, and I hope you like this video, and see you next time. Bye.